I love like the Don Dollars and the Larry Cohens, Don Coscarellis of the world. I just remember doing that in high school, being like, everyone coming and be like, I got the craziest movie. No, I have the craziest movie. And everyone would just like throw in and we just watch a bunch of crazy stuff. Yeah.
Guys, my brother showed me Eraserhead. You guys come in this room and let's watch it with all the lights off.
Yeah, and your friends are still like...
and we were like in the 7th grade. We're like, what are we doing? Like, man, that really messed me up.
I love how that's like the deviant thing to do. It's like, it's not porn. It's not anything like that.
Or
like,
drugs, yeah.
Man,
I got this art film you got.
Exactly. I love junior high arguments over who really got Eraserhead.
Yeah.
That makes my heart happy that would have happened ever. Dinosaurs in a Mining Facility, the title. It's like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like, bam! What? Yes, I want to see that. But it doesn't land in that aggro way. It lands like, that's like a Kids in the Hall sketch.
I love Kids in the Hall. Yeah, we're big on like the state Kids in the Hall, like a lot of it.
Oh, and it absolutely shows. Like, do you guys, are you into Stella at all too?
Oh yeah,
like,
absolutely.
We would used to get together all the time and just film whatever, and like off the cuff, just not even.
Yeah, we do like 10 sketches in a night. Him and his friend Jacob, who plays Johnny Anaconda, actually, they came up with the whole premise.
We were like, I think we were in the 8th grade, or maybe it was between the 8th grade and freshman year of high school, and we were like, we stayed up all night, and we were like drinking a ton of Mountain Dew. And we're like, dude, let's make a video, and make it like it's like underground, and it's like these dinosaurs in a mining facility. And then the same night, we were like, we should make a movie called Rhinos in the Submarine too. That'd be really great. We like posted the YouTube video, and then like 4 years later, we were like, we should actually make this movie.
The first thing we shot was it's sort of like the scene after I give my monologue at the very beginning, where the security guards go into the mine. We weren't taking it as seriously at that point because we didn't know that we were making a feature film. We were doing the fake trailer still. So that's why, it's just like a piece of paper that says mining facility with like a stud finder packing tape to the door. Yeah. And then we got like 3 or 4 scenes in and we were like, we're making a movie, aren't we? And we're like, yeah. And then I think, even some people involved didn't think it was going to get made.
As far as the public and the employees are concerned, that's all it is.
After a certain point, I sat down and started writing scenes out, and we had like outlines to go off of. And eventually we got to the point where I actually had, dialogue on the page that we would go off of and people could improvise from. But there was a point where we were just kind of like, I was just feeding people lines or they were coming up with lines. This whole thing has been an experiment on like how far can we take a joke.
Turns out my boss is trying to take over the world with dinosaurs.
How did you get the dinosaurs? Because clearly you reached out to Dennis Murin at ILM, like, what do you have left over, man?
Industrial lawsuits and magic. There's a lot of YouTube channels that are just called like, best green screen or green screen monsters or whatever you can just search. And a lot of them have like just a stipulation in the video description that'll be like, you can use this, just credit us. I get home from my dishwashing job and be like, all right, 6 hours, gonna edit, gonna do effects.
He's in his room with all the lights off and you're like, you all right, buddy? And you come in, you pat him on the back.
Yeah, I actually remember Ethan.
I'm still editing this scene.
I'm worried about
my computer's too freaking slow. Nothing is gonna work.
Everything about my life! I'm going through that portal. There's nothing that you can do to stop me.
Dinosaurs in a mining facility.
I wouldn't have had the confidence to set out to make a feature film if it didn't happen to me by accident. Like, it was just one of those things.
Well, because you're not thinking about it, right?
Yeah, but now that I've figured out that we can do it and people actually will help and be interested in it, it's like, pretty mind-blowing for me and I think for all of us. Always write the most, crazy, epic thing you can think of and then just do it anyway. And then, I feel like there's a certain charm to that. For me, when I watch other people's movies where they're kind of reaching further than they should, it has this sort of punk rock spirit.
Dinosaurs in the mining facility. Dinosaurs in the mining facility.